Hello. If you're hanging out watching, say hi in chat so I know you're here. And thank you for watching. See, we got a couple people watching. Awesome. I am working on a gnome house. And this is a gnome house for a viewer that wanted in a contest. So I'm carving them their own hand-carved gnome house. And thank you for watching. Is that Tumish? T-O-M-I-C-H? Does that mean you're from Michigan by any chance? Hi Tracy, how are you? Thank you for hopping on and saying hello. It's been a while since I've done a live, so I figured I would hop on, do some carving for a little bit. It's a beautiful day here in Michigan. It's roughly about 50 degrees, and I'm in the garage. Got the garage doors open, enjoying the nice weather, and happy to be outside for a little bit. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, it's still in the beginning stages, but it's going to be pretty cool. This one is a little bit different. I did a giveaway on one of my lives, and a subscriber won this. So I am carving this for a viewer, subscriber, and then it's going to get mailed out to them. So I'm kind of excited for that, and hopefully they can watch the live and see it being carved for their own. And I'm not going to finish this. I am going to send paints, a set of paints with this. That way they can decorate it and finish it how they want, which is going to be cool. I think that's going to be awesome. So that's what I'm working on. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. And like I said, I am enjoying this beautiful weather that we are having. And I hope everybody else is having a good Saturday also. And Tracy, I know you're from Michigan, so if anybody else wants to put where they're from, that would be cool. I'd like to know. And if you just want to say hello, and I will say hello back. Bacon 600 is from Oregon. Cool. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much so much for being here. Appreciate it. How's everything going in Oregon? I hope all is well. And happy Valentine's Day for those that are out there. Today is Valentine's Day, so if you are with your loved one, and enjoy this time with them. Houston Hares said hello. Hello, and thank you for being here. Appreciate it. And thank you guys for coming out. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button, or at the very least, hit the like button. And it is truly, truly appreciated. So I am carving a gnome house. If you didn't hear that earlier. And it is for a viewer who won it through a contest. So this is going to be getting mailed out with some paints, and it will go to the subscriber who won it. So that's cool. I love being able to do little giveaways and stuff like that. Makes me happy. Makes the viewers and subscribers happy. That's what it's about. We have a great community here. It's so many people in this community that are fantastic artists, carvers, woodworkers. On this channel, Aiden, buddy, how you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you. On this channel, you will see some carving. You will see some woodworking. Yes, I do woodworking videos and builds. Pretty simple, easy projects that are pretty much beginner friendly. So if that interests you, stick around. Yeah, usually on your late time, Aiden. Man, I'm glad to see you. I was thinking about you. I haven't done a live in a while. I was like, man, I am missing everybody. I haven't seen anybody in so long. I couldn't do the live this Thursday, which is fine. But it's been so cold here in Michigan, like negative levels, that it's just almost impossible to carve outside. And I'm realizing that this piece that I started was actually probably frozen. Have a good day, Tracy. Enjoy your day. Yes, it's nice because it's Valentine's Day. Mother Nature was like, you know what? It's Valentine's Day. Let's make the weather nice for all the ladies out there. That's exactly what it is. So Aiden, what have you been working on? Anything? So right now, if you're wondering, I have the doorway carved in with a little overhang and an eave. I am working on a set of windows up here, and I'm going to be getting those carved in. Then I'm going to do some more carvings to the sides. The side over here, I really want to leave this knot in. I think it adds character to the piece, so that's going to get incorporated somehow. And then go through and make this look like a gnome house, tree house type stuff. Oh, the Indian carving. How'd you get fungus on it? Hey, John. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Yeah, this was kind of a surprise live. It was last minute. I mean, not really last minute. I've been carving for a little bit. But I really wanted to hop on. Oh, damp wood. Yep, that will happen. That will happen. So my plans with this is, so this is the top right here. Hey, small woodlot, how's it going? So I'm going to put some moss up here on the top to give it a little bit of a finished look. And I really love the way the moss turns out when you do these gnome houses, fairy houses, and carvings like that. And that is a trick I learned from Amy Jo. And the couple I've done like that really came out awesome. And I'm going to continue to do that. So it is so nice here in Michigan that I have both garage doors open and enjoying the sunshine today more than I have in a long time. Just taking it in. We've gone from 0 and below weather to 50s today, so it feels like a Indian summer with the temperatures. Very much enjoyable. 3 weeks of rain? Oh my goodness. 3 straight weeks of rain? That's crazy. I know you had mentioned you used distilled vinegar and bleach. Have you tried to go on YouTube or Google to see what may take the fungus away besides those? And obviously you're trying to do natural. You don't want to buy crazy chemicals, right? Well, be safe. Are you in the area that has the flooding? Jesse, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Oh, yeah. Borax is one of those crazy substances. It does just about everything. It's crazy. I used to make fake blood, and in one of the recipes that I used, it actually had borax. And I believe borax can be used to make a slime. So borax is one of those all-purpose, I guess. Why is it banned in where you live, Aiden? Did they say? So they they banned borax, but you can put it on your eyes. All right, are you joking? That some kid made too much slime and got a rash? Is that a joke? I kind of feel like that's a joke. If it's not a joke, you need to tell me. Okay, I was gonna say. I mean, you never know. You never know. All right, why is it banned, John? And if you're in chat and you're watching, say hi, hit that like and subscribe button, stick around, and we really do enjoy talking with you. People in chat love talking, so let us know you're here. Billy, how you doing, sir? Hey, everybody, and YouTube land. Thank you, my friend. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. I can't say for sure. I would have to ask my wife, but she makes homemade laundry detergent, and I'm pretty positive she uses borax in the detergent. So if that's the case, is she secretly trying to kill me? Ooh, that is the question. Yes, so what's worse, the COVID shot or the borax? I don't, it's hard to tell. But if it's that bad for you guys, keep an eye out, because I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but my wife uses that for laundry detergent. If she's trying to off me, oh, reproducing is not a problem. Not reproducing is not a problem. We have enough kids. My youngest daughter is 26 years old, so we have plenty of kids. I have 2, she has 2, and my oldest daughter, let's see, I'm 53, so my oldest daughter is 33. So no more reproduction here. Yeah, I am pretty positive she puts it in homemade laundry detergent. your youngest is 41 today, Billy? Nice. I didn't think you were old enough to have a 41-year-old. I mean, I guess you don't have to be that old. I mean, 60, 61, depending. But yeah. Yeah, happy birthday. That's awesome. So as I mentioned earlier, for those that just got here, I am carving this house for a subscriber who won this on a live. And I'm not going to finish it. I am actually, when I send this out, I'm going to send her a set of paints so she can decorate it the way she wants, which I think is a cool idea. I'm just going to get it carved, get it ready, and then let her do her thing. And I think that's interesting. Hey, Josh. Thank you for being here. Happy Valentine's Day. And if I haven't said it to you guys yet, happy Valentine's Day. My granddaughter is 21, so I am old. Okay, well. Age is only a number in most cases. In most cases. And if you guys haven't seen it, Josh from Nini and Pops was on our live a few weeks back. And it was a very entertaining live. I enjoyed it. So if you guys haven't seen it, go back and check that out. Pretty cool. Josh is a really nice dude. And if you haven't seen it, the live, we had Mark the Maker on the live also a week or two back. And Mark, wow, what an interesting guy he is. So many hobbies. He does 1980s or 1880s watch repair, clock repair, carving, woodworking. Really multi-talented. So if you haven't, go back and check out a couple of those lives. I did not go live Thursday, but I do plan on going live this Thursday. Life happens and gets in the way sometimes. And I realized that I haven't put a video out in quite some time, so I wanted to go live today just to let y'all know that I'm still here. Yeah, Mark the Maker. Man, oh man. I mean, Josh, not to take away from your channel, you do fantastic work. But when I booked Mark, wait, what did I just say? When I booked Mark, did you guys get that? Okay, so when I asked Mark to come on the show, I knew he was an amazing carver, and you know, I saw some of his carving videos, and I'm really impressed. One of the best knife carvers that I've seen, and the amount of patience he has with you in his videos. I never imagined that we were going to get into watch repair, clock repair, and everything we talked about. He made my job so easy because he just kept talking about things he tinkers with, and it just naturally came together with questions nothing I was going to originally ask because I didn't know. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And one of these days, I hope to work out a time to where I can get my buddy Aiden on the live with me. Because I would love that. I would love that 100%. There's so many people, not enough time. I think I just need to quit my job and go live. Hey, Lawrence. So we are carving. I'll say it again because many people come and go. But I am carving a gnome house for a subscriber / viewer. A few lives back, I did a giveaway, and one of the subscribers won this. Well, Soldier Farms, thank you for hitting that like button, and thank you for being here. And if you haven't, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. But the weather has been so horrible here in Michigan. Too cold. The piece of wood was actually frozen. I have not been able to carve yet. So today the weather is right around 50 degrees. Beautiful and sunny. The snow is melting. So I decided today I was going to get it into the garage and work on this. And when it is done, I'm not going to put any type of wood finish on it. I am going to send out a set of paints so that viewer, that subscriber, can put their own decorative touch to this carving, which I think is pretty cool. And the person that won it is fairly talented, so I have great hopes of knowing they will be able to do something cool with it. Soldier Farms, let's look into that, and we can get something set up maybe on a weekend or so. And for sure, we can do that. We can get it going. I have no problem with that. I enjoyed carving with you that one time, and I look forward to it. You were easy to talk to. I think the reason I enjoyed it so much is it was fun talking with you and walking you through different things that I knew, and you were very receptive to the information. So, and I appreciated that. Because sometimes I'm not the best teacher. Oh, nice. All right, give me 1 second. I've been having a problem with this pedal today, and it's not seeming to want to cooperate. Ha! Sometimes you're a bad student. No, I don't believe that at all. I do not believe that at all. Now what's bad is this pedal. I may have to try and pull it apart. To get it to work, because she's been giving me issues. Either that or I might need to get a new one. Might be time for a new one. And figures it would go while I'm live. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take that apart one day. See what I can do to fix it. Probably have a loose wire. If you're talking about this house being goofy, yes, it is a little goofy. Trying to make it a little wonky, a little wacky. Fun. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just something enjoyable. In Soldier Farms, you said that you're a poor student sometimes. I don't believe that. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, you're a teacher, so I don't think you're that bad of a student. Now what's funny is I did try and make a fairy house one time, and I made the windows so goofy that they looked like ghosts. So Lawrence, hands-on teaching is something. I agree with you. I'm kind of like that too. But there are so many people, like if you wanted to learn how to carve, there are so many people in this community that you could learn from and not have to have them right there with you. You can follow along in their videos, and I think 90% positive you could pick it up. That's how I learned. That is how I learned, and it's just always about progressing. And as you get it and as you learn it, you will get better. So if this is something that you wanted to learn, or YouTube has taught you a lot, very good. Anybody can do it. And with YouTube, whether you're carving or building, making, you can learn quite a bit. Do your own breaks. Yes, and a scroll saw, I learned to not eat raw broccoli before a live stream. Okay, small wood rock. I see what you did there. I see what you did, my friend. Yeah, scroll saw is something that I'm going to pick up. I have not done that yet, and it's something that I really want to get into, but I need to fix my bandsaw first. I know that sounds weird because the bandsaw and scroll saw are completely two different things, but I have a broken down bandsaw over there that I need to get back up and running first. But sometime this year, I will be investing into a scroll saw, and I will be doing some scroll saw work. And small woodlot, there is nothing wrong with raw broccoli. I love raw broccoli. Kimchi? Kimchi is good. There's nothing wrong with kimchi. Let me grab my pen over here. So one trick I do, if you guys haven't noticed, is I try to draw on what I'm going to carve. That way I can make any adjustments before I put the bit to the wood. If I want to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, I can. But like in the case of these windows here, they don't have to be perfect. They're technically in a tree. But I kind of want to know where I'm going to be carving before I do. And the windows do not have to be perfect. They just need to look like windows. There we go. So January was a really long year. That was the longest year I've ever, I think this was the longest January that I've ever had in my entire life. How has everybody's New Year been? Everybody all right with the New Year? Same old crap, different year. Ooh, you ate a Reuben-like sandwich with kim chicken and pastrami. Is that supposed to be kimchi? And it was spicy and stupid good. It actually sounds pretty good. Sorry, it's hard to not get in the way when you're making these cuts. And I'm trying to keep the camera close enough so you can see what I'm doing. Give me 1 second. This might freeze up for a minute. Oh, never mind. All right. I thought someone texted me, but it's a phone call. So I'm not going to worry about it. So what I'm doing, if you're watching and you don't know, for the windows, I'm carving out around where I want the window panes to be. So the window portion of it, the dividing portion of it, the frame, will be sticking out a little bit to give it some depth here and here. And then these areas here, I will eventually carve down a little bit just to let it stick out and look like it's separated a little bit more. With carving, if you didn't know, which a lot of you guys do in chat, I know a lot of you guys, it's all about going deeper. Taking wood away carefully, because once it's gone, you can't put it back. Yeah, and if you guys want, I see there's 23 viewers. For sure, like Soldier Farms did, throw your links in chat. And maybe you can pick up a couple subscribers. So Pat, you're 6'2", 168 pounds. Nice. Pat and I are the same height. I've got a little bit more weight than he does. I am currently coming in at 265. So I'm being very careful around this frame because I don't want to remove the wood from the frame, but I want to remove it around it. You can see the difference. And like I said, it's meant to be mystical, mythical, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But you definitely want it to come across as what you're trying to show. If by chance Joseph Keller pops on, let me know in case I miss him. I want to thank him because Joseph was cool enough. One live, we were talking about putting up an American flag in the shop and a pirate flag. Well, for my birthday, Joseph was kind enough to send me a pirate flag. So I would like to thank him if he pops in. because that was pretty cool. Awesome. So I'm going to hold this up a little bit. So this is the side that I didn't carve, or I haven't carved out yet. Yes, Lawrence, the Jolly Roger. That is what he sent me. Awesome. Did you know about that? So this is where I have not carved out this area. And this is where I did carve it out. You should be able to see a difference. And now that's gonna highlight the window a little bit better. Hey Roy, how you doing? Thank you for being here. And I hope you are doing well. Just know the name of the flag. Okay, very good. We weren't talking about Jolly Roger. We were just talking pirate flags and stuff like that, and that's what he sent. But I will use the correct name for now on. Thank you. Yeah, either way, it was pretty cool. So what I'm doing is in these areas that I'm going to cut out here, I'm cutting around it also. That way that whole section will carve out fairly neat. Kind of giving myself a guideline to carve around. May have my camera too close, but I want you guys to be able to see. Oh, your dad was in the Navy? Well, thank him for his service. I don't know why, but I have been watching. You get stuck in rabbit holes on YouTube, and I've been watching. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Videos about basic training through the different armed forces, and just a rabbit hole that I've been going down. It's actually pretty interesting, but weird at the same time. It's like, I'm 53. Why am I worried about basic training? Just one of those things that you watch one video and then 30 more pop up and you're like, oh, I should watch this one too. Hey, Deshaun and Mohammed. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching and thank you for saying hi. You are more than welcome to talk in chat. We enjoy it as long as you're being cool and being nice. Looks like you guys are new to the channel, so thank you for being here. But definitely talk. All we ask is that you're respectful. And if you're not, the moderators will let you know. So if you guys didn't know or didn't hear, a viewer won a giveaway on one of the lives, and the giveaway just happens to be a hand carving. So what I am doing right now is I am working on this carving for a viewer, subscriber. So that's cool. And what I'm going to end up doing is I purchased a set of paint that I'm going to send with this so the viewer can decorate it how they like. I thought that was pretty neat. Oh, Lawrence, I'm sure he enjoyed that. How did he like it? And that had to be satisfying making that for your father. You don't decorate plywood? Alright, well, you may have to on this one. Or at the very least, thank goodness this is for Dot. I'm pretty sure Dot decorates. But if you win a contest, then I will remember that you don't decorate. Oh, Lawrence, that's really cool. That is pretty cool. Tim List did something similar. It wasn't a walking stick, but his father served on a ship, and he did a biography of his father's ship that came out really cool. Not that it's the same thing, but Dad Carves just did a walking stick if you haven't seen it, of a python. And holy crap, the detail he got in the scales and the snake's head. It was really cool. Does anybody have Dad's channel in case anybody wants to go see it? Because that was pretty cool. He did a really good job on that. Took him quite a while. I hear unicorn spit is actually works pretty good. So if you try it, let everybody know. I think yes, this is gonna be a gnome house. I believe Amy Jo has used it before and said she likes it. Oh, I just reread that. A gnome alone poem. Man, we got jokes today, don't we? We got all the jokes. Nice. Now I gotta make a sign for it that says gnome alone. That's awesome. Basically trying to put some shape back into these windows, taking them down a little bit. I heard that YouTube fart sounds works for turning something green. You know, fart sounds work for quite a bit. Fart sounds are quite comical. And if you like farts, they're enjoyable to listen to. I don't know about smelling, but pretty fun to listen to. All right. Well, looky here. Sir Fart Fairy Dusty Pants is live. You must be talking about small woodlot. Ha! All right, let's see. I want to put the door handle in real quick. Need to bring my Amy Jo, we were talking about you, kind of. You must have heard your name. You have used unicorn spit, correct? The Kutzel bits. How do you like them, Lawrence? Because I've bought the sets. I have the cone bit also. And let's see, which one did you say? Yeah, the cone and the flame burr. And they are pretty much my go-to bits. So don't get rid of them. When they get dull, hey Steve, my honey's handmade. Don't get rid of them because they are still good even when they get dull. It's not in there straight. So if you find that you have to replace them, keep your worn out bits because they are worth keeping when you need a dollar bit and you don't want to take too much away from wood. So they are definitely, truly an investment. And I'm wondering if I bent this because I can't get it to go in straight. There we go. Sorry about that. I couldn't get this burr to go in straight. There we go. A little deeper. So if you guys can see it, these little like cone bits or bowl bits, they work good for eyes. And in this case, I'm putting it in like a door handle. I don't know how well you can see it, but these are awesome. Yep, you can buy a pack of them. I think they're like $9 or $10, and you get various sizes. And I use them quite often for eyes and these little doorknobs. You can see it makes a nice little doorknob. Which bit are you talking about there, Small Woodlot? Which bits do you want to see sharpened? Amy Joe, are you farting around? Oh my goodness. Let the farting begin. Hey, if you guys didn't know, I have a shark kit. No, not shark. A shark kit. So if any of you guys like lose your underwear or something, I got you covered. And I keep it up on the wall right over there by my American flag. So in case of an emergency, it's handy and ready to be used. So speaking of the Kutzel bits, or the Kutzel burrs, I am currently using one of the fine burrs to just kind of carve around this door handle because it doesn't take out as much wood and it's nicer to shape. Thank you for stopping in, Amy Jo. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Boo! Thank you. Yeah, I think Dot will like this. I hope she likes it. I like the way it's coming out now. I'm not done, but hopefully when she gets it, she will like it. And hopefully she likes the paints that I send along with it. And she can add her little touch to it, which I think would be pretty cool. I feel like I'm gonna need to change my shaft pretty soon because it's making some pretty funky noises. But if I do, that's all right. I've learned to keep about 3 or 4 of them in stock. Now the nice thing about these fine burrs is I can go in here and clean this up nicely. And it'll be even better. You don't want to take out a lot of wood with them, but they are nice for fine detail work and cleanup work. You guys that have used these in chat, do you agree with me? What I was saying, Aiden, is the fine detail burrs. So this, I'm using one of the fine detail burrs. They're not good for taking out a lot of material, but they're good for, of course, detail work and cleanup work. And I saw that the electric whittler is in the house. What's up, my friend? Thank you for joining. So yes, the fine detail burrs, I like them. For many reasons. For one, obviously the details, but then for 2, getting into spaces and just doing a little bit of cleanup work with them. Take it easy, Aiden. Well, I like this whittler. When you get a chance, I think you will really like the fine detail burrs. I really do. So if you find that you're in the market to get them, go ahead and pick them up, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. Now, kind of what I was saying earlier, when your regular cut saw burrs go dull, I'll show you what I'm talking about, because maybe this will make more sense. So this Kutzel burr is one of my first ones, and it's caked full of stuff. It's dull, it's worn down, and it needed to be replaced. So I replaced it with this one. But the nice thing is, even though this one is dull, caked full of stuff, and worn down, it actually still is usable as like a fine cleanup burr, which I do use it quite often for that case. But in this case, I like the true fine burrs because I can get into smaller areas like this and put in some detail and do some cleanup. So that's why I say, if your burrs go dull, don't get rid of them. There's always a use for them. Yeah, Lawrence, there are so many different bits and burrs that you could use, or you can use. I mean, for one, I think it comes down to comfort. It comes down to price. And just, what you're looking for. I am a Kutzall affiliate. So I do, and I became a Kutzall affiliate because I love their product. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try and sell you on it. But what I will do is tell you what I like and don't like about them. But there are a lot of good burrs out there. And there's some good burrs out there that are inexpensive. Like, I use Kutzall for 90% of my main carving. But then I have also carbide burrs and diamond burrs and T burrs that aren't made by Kutzall for different things. I don't know if you can sharpen them. Yeah, Lawrence, you're 100% correct. Sometimes you need something smaller. So everything has its place. These T-burrs that I really like, these T-burrs. As you can tell, this one's been pretty used. But these T-burrs are nice for going in. Let's say you're making a wood spirit. Or like in this case, let's say I want to go in and put some separation between this door frame and the door. These T-burrs are nice because it allows you to get in there flat and cut in and give yourself a little bit of separation so the frame and the door aren't blending like that. It looks more realistic. And there's nothing wrong with carbide burrs, EW. I've got carbide burrs. I use pretty much a lot of everything. But when I'm taking out crazy material, like, I mean, you can tell, yes, like an undercut. You know, I took out quite a bit of material for this door, the window, the frame, and, you know, up in here. And the 1/4 inch cuts-alls helped make that less work because it just takes out so much more. But then with your fine details and a few other things, yes, carbide or different tools work just as good. And yeah, I like putting undercuts into a lot of the stuff that I do. I just think it gives it one more layer of depth and one more layer of just that detail. So I do like putting undercuts in. But I think I'm going to stop for a minute and talk with you guys because I'm going to be ending in about 10 minutes. I will be going live tomorrow. I'm going to try and go live tomorrow also, do some more carving on this, get dinner done, come out here later on, work on this some more, and then tomorrow do some more finishing touches to it. But so far, I got to get my air hose and blow it out. But so far, I love how this is coming out. It's just wonky enough to where it's going to look cool. So yeah, I think that's going to be nice. And I think Dot will enjoy it. I really do. I just haven't decided yet what I'm going to do on this side. Hand carving? I don't know. I know Bear has been going crazy with lives, with his chainsaw carving. And I think Creation Dust is still on vacation or on hiatus. I know he's been posting some videos, but as far as hand carving, knife carving, no, I'm not sure who else is going live today. And $24.99 US for the big set of diamond burrs. That's not a bad price. You know, that's not a bad price at all. And the live with Mark D. Maker. I know he talked a lot about different cutting tools, different knives, and some different burrs that he enjoys using. And Matt Carves. I know Matt Carves really likes the Cutzel burrs too, but he has a whole thing on different burrs, diamond burrs, T-burrs, bowl burrs, everything. So yeah, I haven't got brave enough to try that chainsaw yet. I've worked my way up to the grinding wheel, which is awesome. I love the grinding wheel. So I don't know if I'm going to get into the chainsaw, but maybe one day. Yeah, Mark the Maker does some fantastic work. If you haven't seen him yet, go to his channel, give him a subscribe, and check out some of his videos. Or if you go to the live that he was on with myself and Rusty, he held up quite a few projects of things that he's done, and it will blow you away. The realism in his carves is just I'm with you, Lawrence. I don't know if you can trust me. I try to take my fingers off with the burrs. Imagine the damage I would do with a chainsaw. Matter of fact, earlier today, I had the flex shaft in my hand and I went to adjust my headphones. And at the same time, I put my foot on the pedal and darn near took my ear off with one of the burrs because I wasn't paying attention and turned the pedal on while the flex shaft was up on my ear. So, yeah, me and a chainsaw, I don't think we need to try and get along just yet. I'm not. I'll lose an appendage or something. But I am gonna have a really cool video coming up about some saw blades. A company sent out some saw blades for me to test, and now that the weather is getting nice, I'm gonna be getting them into my table saw. So that's something to look forward to. And give me 1 second because my laptop closed on me, so I'm trying to get back into YouTube. There we go. So Lawrence, do you use the gloves when you're Dremel carving or when you're knife carving? And yeah, small woodlot, a bandsaw blade sponsor would be amazing because I tend to go through some bandsaws. So knife carving I can see, but Dremel carving, oh, that makes me nervous. Yeah, I've taken some chunks of skin out of my hand, but what makes me nervous with that is it getting wrapped up in the glove and maybe breaking a finger or something like that. But knife carving I can see. I don't know, maybe because I'm so accident prone. I actually I actually dropped the flex shaft in my lap last summer and it was still running, got tangled up into my shorts, and thankfully the flex shaft broke and snapped before it did any damage. So I don't know, with gloves and the flex shaft, I just see bad things happening. It was very close to a wood shop vasectomy. I will tell you that right now because that is exactly where it landed. Yes, it landed there and I was scared. I went in, checked everything out, made sure nothing was damaged. And I have not learned yet. I have not learned the power of removing your foot from the pedal or not putting your foot on the pedal. Like earlier, I was out here, I put my foot on the pedal. The flex shaft was sitting here. I didn't pay attention. I'm grabbing a drink real quick. Put my foot on the pedal, not paying attention. The flex shaft just starts going, bouncing, flew up in the air, almost hit me in the head. And then I realized, oh, dummy, your foot's on the pedal. I mean, who would have known that would have happened if you had your foot on the pedal? Go figure. But hey, thank you guys for showing up. I'm going to head out and start getting dinner done. I'm definitely going to go live tomorrow sometime. So if you guys want to hang out, look for it. I'm not sure at what point in time yet, but it will be tomorrow. Yes, taking the power tools away from me is probably a great idea. And the thing is, it's the flex shaft that I'm so dangerous with. My miter saw, my chop saw, my table saw, everything else I'm pretty good with. But man, these burrs and this flex shaft, it's gonna be the death of me. I'm gonna lose an eye one day. But hey, thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna head out, get some dinner cooked, and hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't, hit that like button on the way out. And as always, I do appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Have a good Saturday night. Have a good Valentine's Day with your wife and family. And I will see you guys tomorrow.